everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today's video wasn't planned. It was actually where I couldn't wait to get home to do this video. I've had a couple of videos in the past where I showed you a number of bags that I thrifted. I haven't been able to do thrifting haul videos in a long time because I haven't been able to find anything. I used to be able to walk into a secondhand store and I used to be able to find things just like that. Sometimes it was a dry season, like hit and miss, but this dry season has literally been like all year, and I was actually getting kind of concerned. I love handbags. I love thrifting. It's a hobby of mine. I really enjoy it, and so it was getting to the point where I was kind of giving up on it. It's like, wait a minute, I can't ever give up handbags. I can't. I just won't. And so some days I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go. No, I'm not going to go. There are so many just days that I pass by these stores and deep down inside I'm like, oh, what am I passing up today? But I know I'm not going to find anything. So, weeks will go by, months will go by, I check a store and I'd just be like, nothing's here. I wasted 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Nothing's here. But today was different. I got off work today and I'm just like, gonna walk up in there and I really believe something's in here. I mean, it's getting close to Christmas. I'm sure there's a number of people that have generous hearts that are just donating their goods to these stores, and I'm like, somebody donated something good today, I just know. So now I get to it. This particular store has all of the majority of their handbags are hanging in one section, neatly though, hanging in one section towards the middle of the store. And what I like about this store is that all of their handbags are hanging color codedly, and they're very neatly hung. Now there's another set of handbags that they have behind the counter, which I can't stand because you have to ask them, can I see this bag? Can I see that bag? Can I see this? This is a thrift store. I should just be able to go take a look at any bag that I want to take a look at, And the bags that they have behind the counter are entirely just way too pricey. $30, $40. They'll be like an old school, vintage Coach bag. They'll have Doonies back there. They'll have bags that are supposed to be Fendi's, but they're not. If these bags have any kind of name on it that's on that bag, it's behind the counter and it's entirely too much money. Now the other bags that are, in where the public can get to without asking to take a look at them, those are the bags you really have to have the patience to just shop. Your arms get tired because some of the racks are like really high up or whatever, but today I'm like, I'm gonna find something. So the set of bags, color bags that I wait to the end of my shopping, or that I really kind of really hate looking through, are the black bags. Black bags are not my favorite. I like color bags. I like browns, tans, red, greens, oranges. I like bags that pop. And I'm just like, oh, I don't want to take a look at these black bags because I'm not going to find anything. I'm not attracted to black. I just don't want it. But anyway, I looked through them and here I am. So this bag here, what really caught my eye about this bag is that I knew right offhand it was a great leather. I know my materials and I know my leathers. I study. I have to do that because when I go out and about and shop, I know what I'm looking for. So this bag here was hanging behind a number of black bags, but how it was hanging, I was like, oh, that's a really nice leather. And from touching it, it could be lambskin. I just knew it was a really soft quality leather. But looking at it, I'm just like, I don't know that style. I mean, honestly, it looks like a belt bag. It looks like, those bags that came back, the fanny packs. But this is the shoulder strap. It's a chain strap, and I'm just like, oh, okay, it's a kind of a hobo, But anyway, so my first guess was, I'm like, it's probably a brand name that, it's like Perlina. I don't know if you guys have heard of Perlina. That's a really nice brand, and I thought it was something like that. So I'm just like, well, that's a nice bag. If it's Perlina, I don't want it though, because that's not what I'm here to get, a Perlina bag, not knocking the brand. So when I turned the bag over to figure out how to get into it, the first thing I saw was Oh my gosh, the interlocking C's, a Chanel. And I'm like, kind of get excited. This is a knockoff, you know, but I was like, this is a great leather though for somebody to go through a lot of trouble to do lambskin and to pass it off as a Chanel. Why don't they take that time? So I'm just like, I'm just gonna look in and see what's going on. So I unzipped the bag and it's actually pretty clean. And the lining has Chanel all over it. So I'm just like, whoa, you know. And the lining is actually very soft. It's a very quality lining. As you can see, it's shiny. Whoever donated this bag, it's in really good shape. It was hardly used because the lining is not torn. It's not, you know, it doesn't have like lint balls in it. And it's not, you know, cheap feeling. It's really, really nice. I would say maybe it's a satin type feel. And, you know, it says Chanel all in it. You know, the signature, I'm like, yeah. You know, there's a lot of, you know, knockoffs or whatever that, you know, are really trying to pass off as a real thing. You know, so we're going to sew Chanel all up in here and to make it really seem like it's Chanel, you know. So, you know, just trying to reason as this is not a real bag. I'm not going to buy this today. But as I looked at this, the pattern is the same throughout. I mean, there's a system of this pattern. It says Chanel in all caps, and then it has Chanel all over the place, but it's in like a type of rhythm though. It, you know, it lines up. I'm just like, oh, okay, it has potential. And then I turned it over and followed the signature to the other side, and it's the same thing. And I'm just like, once again, why would somebody go through this trouble to put this much work in it, you know? But, you know, there are people out there that do that. So I don't know Chanel personally because I've never owned a Chanel piece. I've just studied. So here's this label, Chanel, and I'm not sure about this font right here, but it says Chanel. Here's a little R right here, and right here it says made in Italy. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just like, okay. And it lines up pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's crooked. But like I said, I'm not sure. I don't know, you know, how this label is supposed to be. Should it be more square? Should it be larger? I don't know. So I just went to my go-to, what I usually do when I'm trying to figure out if this bag is real or not. I mean, so far the quality is impeccable. Here's the zipper to the inside pocket. It says Chanel. But once again, I don't know if that's the correct font that Chanel uses. But then when I turn the zipper over, there's those interlocking C's. And try to get sorry about the glare. Maybe you can see it right here. Yeah, and it's not cheapy like, you know, how you can tell sometimes that font is really cheesy, how it's engraved in there. It really looks nice. And I'm just like, it's getting excited, trying not to pass out, you know. So I unzipped that, and once again, the inside lining is the same thing as the rest of the bag. And then, first thing that jumped out was this hologram sticker. Now, right here, I almost passed out. But the thing about this is, I don't know Chanel. I don't know how these hologram stickers are supposed to be. So, there is a Chanel source page, I guess you want to say, that I found online that I keep bookmarking my phone. And that's the first thing I went to. So you're not going to be able to see this probably very well at all, but there's a serial number here, and there's like glitter or some gold specks that are up in here, you know, covering that. And you can see that little X, which are like slits. So the reading is saying that if someone would try to remove this hologram, it would tear. I'm like, okay, this might be real. And then above all of this, I don't know if you can see that gold glitter now. Above all of this, there's two Chanel interlocking C symbols right above that. But over here, it doesn't say Chanel like it should. And over here, I think it's just a black strip like it should be. But I've never seen this style bag before, and it looks quite old. Maybe it wore off, you know. And then the holograms are supposed to be white right here, and this is purple. So I don't know if over time it turned, you know, that color, or it's not, you know, it's not real. Now, the serial number, there's 7 numbers. And looking that up, it said it should be between 2000 and 2003. So I'm like, okay, this bag has some, years on it. It's a little over 10 years old. What is it, 15, 16 years old maybe? So I'm like, well, I'm not excited because I don't think that's, I don't think that hologram sticker is real. So I'm going to show you what else I found, what I looked for. That zipper, I just lost it, didn't I? Okay. Now, the other side of this zipper that says Chanel is a Lampo. I found out it's a Lampo zipper. It has Lampo engraved on that other side. I don't know if you can see that, though. And that right there seemed like it was a done deal. Because I'm like, okay, Lampo zippers are used in high-end bags, high-end vintage bags. And I looked it up. Chanel did use Lampo zippers. So I'm like, maybe it's real. So I decided to look at the main zipper to this bag, the other side of that. What is that? And that right there is Lampo, once again. And this is a lot easier to see. There's Lampo. So I'm like, man, is this a Chanel bag? Is this for me? Okay, sorry, I'm trying not to get excited. Now, the interlocking C's. So I'm like, okay, I've never seen anything like this before. I don't even know this material. I really highly doubt that it's gold plated. I know it's not gold. I would guess maybe this is brass. So as we look at the interlocking C's here, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if this is mirror image to you, but here's the interlocking C. As these C's connect, it should be over, and as we come down here, it should be under, and that's what this looks like. And if I were to turn this over, the other side of this is the same thing. It's over, and then we're under. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is really cool because it checks out on one side and it checks out on the other side. So shoot, is this real? Now, the last thing that I looked at, which was really like, I'm not going to get this bag, is this strap. This is really strange. These links here, as they're connected, I don't see anything on here. I don't see Chanel anywhere on this engraved, because I would think that Chanel would be hidden somewhere on here, and it's not. And matter of fact, I know brass oxidizes as it gets old, and I know brass can chip as it gets old and it's used a lot. And as these were clinging together, that's probably what happened, but that's basically it. I mean, I was all in here trying to see if Chanel's anywhere on here, but if it's not, it's not. It's cool, but I guess I was just trying to look for some other signs of this bag. So with that, I decided to take a chance on the bag. And I got up front to pay for it. And the bag, the sticker price, which I thought was too much, was $12.80. And I'm just looking like, if this bag is not real, I really don't want to have this in my possession and I've spent $12 on it. That's just too much. But it is a nice leather, but I am not going to be carrying this, if this is not real, with this type of style. If this is really Chanel, yeah, but I don't know, I'm not sure. So I hardly asked for a discount because this is a thrift shop. So I'm getting ready to pay for it, and the girl was ringing me up, and I'm like, hey, by the way, you guys got any coupons today? Is anything on sale today? She was like, no, that's not till after Christmas. I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm hurt, because I don't want to spend like $13 with tax walking out, and then I got to go home and try to figure out if this is real or not. So she was like, oh. She's like, oh, this is a red tag item. I'm like, what's red tag? And she was like, half off. And I was like, you're kidding me? So $6 and some change just made my day, because now I'm feeling better. So if this is not real, what's $6, So this is what I'm hoping is the find of all times. I've always wanted to find a Chanel bag. I've always wanted a Chanel bag. Classic C, though. The classic bag is what I've always wanted, but a Chanel piece, period, I'm not going to complain. So what I'm reaching out to you guys for is the obvious. what is this? Is this a real bag? I mean, there's a number of Chanel experts that may come across this video, and I'm reaching out. I need some help on this. If it's not real, drop me a line as to, what isn't real about it so I can learn, because I want to come across, another Chanel bag again. I want to be able to know next time. And if it is real, I would like to know, what is the name of this bag? This is very unique. Like, there's a number of Chanel styles in the past that I've have Googled online, and it's just like there's way more, than the classic C, than the quilted bag and the chain bag and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's styles that were before my time, but I'm reaching out to you guys. Subscribe to my channel, drop me a line, let me know, let's converse, and we'll talk later. And thanks you guys for taking time out to watch this. Thanks for joining me. Bye.